Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Wednesday, the 14th of January. This is our daily recap. It's been a day here in the markets. Yesterday, we had weakness in the markets, closed back up. Today, we had PPI, which was fine. Retail sales was fine. And the market was gapping down, and we sold off here today. And a couple things really happened. One, it was a day of back and forth on Iran with POTUS. As of now, it sounds like we are not going to be doing anything there. We'll see if that's truth or that is just their way of trying to get Iran to let their guard down. On top of that, the Supreme Court decided to punt and did not give us the promised tariff resolution ruling today, and we have no idea when that's coming at this point, as they have not announced another date. So the market didn't like that. We sold off. We came down the SPY to 686 area before we bounced. And we went below the 21 day, but we've recovered it here into the close and just under the 8 day. And overall, if you look at the pattern, there's nothing really to be all that afraid of here. Market breadth is basically flat. And really, today it was a whole lot of nothing going on. That said, there were things to do. Let's talk about some other things first. Let's talk about the VIX. The VIX was up big today. It's coming well off the highs. This is good to see. Bonds, there was no flight to safety here for bonds for the most part. They're up a little bit, but not raging. The IWM just hit a new all-time high. Can't be that bad if that's happening. The Dow held up better. The Qs got hit hard. Energy had a day. Look at the size of this move, although we're coming off now. This is because of crude. Crude spiked all day today, coming down now that Trump seems to be leaning towards no action or saying, didn't say that, but saying he doesn't, saying that we don't, that things are getting better over in Iran. So crude coming in, and that's the market was worried about what we were going to do there. So the XLE had a nice day. ExxonMobil had a new all-time high today. Uh, Chevron, uh, Chevron new range highs. Devon had a nice day. You guys get the idea. Schlumberger also a nice move there. The financials, the XLF does not look as bad as it is. And what I mean by that, remember the XLF has a lot of regional banks in it and a lot of the insurers. The financials, they have not liked the earnings of the big banks. We've had four of the six report. JP Morgan, another down day. Bank of America, they sold off that report. Wells Fargo, they sold off that report. Citigroup, they sold off that report. We have Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley in the morning. Taiwan Semi reports in the middle of the night. The SMH is here today, down to the 8 day, but held in. Intel still holding okay, green on the day. AMD had a nice move. I had a good trade on that, actually green on the day. Nvidia, nah, not so pretty. Avgo was beat up off of China saying, don't buy any American or Israeli cybersecurity. Remember, Avgo owns VMware. Okay. We saw Palo Alto get hit on this for a while. PANW, Michael, Crowd, right? But they all kind of came back and held it okay. What else going on out there, guys? Help me out. It was a Bitcoin day. Bitcoin, nice move here, trying to continues to break out. I caught a nice little trade on Coin L. All right, Coin had a nice day but didn't hold. Hood did not participate. IBIT, great way to trade Bitcoin if you're in it. So I own that, holding nicely. MSTR bounced today along with BMR, NR, but they're not really holding in this. That's a little bit of a worry to me. What else, guys? Help me out here. Costco, Walmart, all okay. Looking at new all-time high on Walmart. Nike popped and then dropped when there was no tariff resolution. Microsoft lost 465 with authority and is not trying to bounce. That's not good. Amazon here back to the 21 day, big spot to hold there. Meta went down and filled its gap and is trying to bounce off of that. Tesla today, not such a great day coming back down. Google saying, heh, nothing to see, nothing to worry about here. I am still the man. So, underneath the covers, it wasn't as bad as the index has said at times. There were still longs to be had. I traded, there. I took off my Oracle, a couple calls I had at two on for a loss. Nothing to do about it. It didn't hold that move into the gap and came back down. So tomorrow we have no data, which is nice. So we don't have to be paying attention as early, and we'll see where we're at in the morning. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening.